After many attempts to film this on my laptop, my friend, good old HP EliteBook circa 2016, she's a beauty, but she loves to die. I don't know if I've been able to find a charger that actually holds battery on it. You can just get an adapter that will keep it charged if it plugs in at Walmart, but you can't get one that's actually made by HP no more. So I don't know if I'm gonna get one anytime soon. This background is really horrible. I had it set up before, so you could see my creatures. I think this is just hung with a nail. This is supposed to glow. It says magic picture, it glows in the dark, which makes me think it might have radium in it. I can't figure out how old it is. From what I found, 80 Dieterich, this brand that made this functioned for a long time and recreated things. And I guess that's bad, but I'm still gonna keep it in my house. Look, this is my little guy. I'm gonna keep this. There's a bird too, and they're friends. Well, maybe they're not friends. He's kind of got a mischievous look, he's gonna mess the bird up in some way. I don't really like it, but I feel he matches the quilt friends, which is why I got him. I'm moving in 2 weeks, and I'm probably until then gonna not do this, but I wanna do a tour of my room or something. I've always loved videos like that, even though I don't really watch vlogging stuff in general. Also videos of people's bags, because I think collections are already interesting, but you attempt to collect in a way that you don't necessarily attempt to decorate. There's a blue sheet over that window, and it looks kind of sick, but I've just used that for years and years and years to filter out a strange quality of the light that happens that I don't like at 3 p.m. Well, 3 p.m. in the winter, more 4 or 5. When it's not sunset or a period that would be classified at all, but the sun is left being the highest part in the sky. I don't like that. Can't stand it. So I usually put something up because it still leaks through the blinds. Sometimes I feel like the dude in House of Leaves, because I kind of got all my shit sealed up, except I keep my door wide open. I'm a man with the door wide open, let me tell you. But anyway, topic of this video is my box of pills. These box of pills were procured almost exclusively from CVS Pharmacy, both from the window where I went, hello, here's my name, here's my fake name, here's my birthday, please give me my bills, hey, can you change my address, and phone number so that when I call the pharmacy to ask about my bills, it will actually let me call the pharmacy? No? Okay. I feel really horrible. I genuinely go to the CVS enough. I think it's I recognize the employee because I pick my pills up, usually on a day of the week. I'll set that it's you have to, Casper, lock in, you have to get it by this Wednesday or whatever, and it's usually Wednesday. So I think that that's just when this person works. But some poor soul who works at CVS, who just does not need to be doing this, has received my calls because I can't actually call the pharmacy. It doesn't let me, so I have to call the normal store. But anyway, here's my ranking. Last is this mood stabilizer. I don't even know what this is. I never took it. Can you tell? I don't, bipolar people always say that, but like I feel like it's always 50-50 for me. It's always up in the air. I like in a similar way, like I think a lot of gay people express that they think like everyone's gay. Like I definitely think everyone just has like what we would consider like a severe mental illness, and I don't care which one it is, but I just like kind of perceive the world like that. But like I know people make that joke. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. Wait, can't you put a poll on YouTube? Okay, I'm gonna put a poll if I seem medicated. And then next up we have, because I'm rating them. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is an empty bottle of B12, so I'm just taking this out. And this is a piece of gum. I've watched YouTube videos before where people comment and it was annoying that the people chew gum, but like, it doesn't really bother me. I'll see though in like this recording, cause I usually don't use my phone. Usually I use my computer. And I used to have an old computer, so like, I mean, a different computer. It was actually a newer computer. Most of my videos on this channel that are like older than like a few months ago are filmed on like a different laptop, so I just don't know how the mic is. I know the mic's like bad for calling on this phone, but I don't know about videos. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna rank next. A lot of these vitamins are weird because I'm going off vibes, because I dig them all together, so I don't really know like what locked in and what didn't. Next up, just because it's boring. Oh, and because it says for her on it, and I don't like that I have to take this one. I looked up, I'm not on HRT anymore, but I looked up, like, if you're on hormone replacement therapy, like, for, like, to be a boy, like, do I take the boy vitamins? And, apparently, like, you don't want, nah, I don't really know why. It's not like it's like the vitamins have fucking estrogen in them, so it's not like making me like more of a woman, but it's like kind of annoying. For a while in like my first year of college, I was like kind of like sick all the time, and I would take the pregnancy vitamins, and I like swore by doing this, but then someone sent me an article on like vitamin overdose, so I stopped doing that. I'm thinking about, because of that, because like a lot of these things will build up in your body, I'm thinking about like researching more about that and trying to like cut my doses, because I just take single pills because they come in the pills, so I assume it's like fine. But I was reading about specifically like folic acid can like increase like irritability if taken in large quantities, but I think like physical irritability. But that's just like people reporting. Most of the studies on vitamins, I guess like I'm about to show like a shit ton of vitamins, so I guess like talking about how I feel about this stuff is like cool and interesting, but for someone, like if you're watching this video, like I'm just talking in it. If you didn't want me to talk in it, you wouldn't watch it. But I think that I've always been interested in like trying to like physically care for myself and seeing how it like affected my like mental health. And even something as small as like drinking water just like really helped and was different. So I got a bunch of vitamins, but I just don't take them consistently enough. But there's some things that I have a sneaking suspicion are like the specific things that are working. So those will be like last. But next up, oh, vitamin C pills, because it's also boring, and because I just found out that like you don't need this much vitamin C like at all, like what's in like these vitamin C pills, and so like, right, you damn near can't even cut this in half, but like you don't necessarily need this much, especially if you're like Well, if you're a vegetarian in the way that you're only eating, like, cheese pizza, then it'd be different. But if you're, like, a vegetarian and getting, like, vitamins, I drink a decent amount of, like, juice, orange, whatever. Like, eat oranges, eat, like, foods. I feel like I'm getting a decent amount of vitamin C. And there's also a vitamin C in this multivitamin. If one lucky winner wants to drop their address in the comment section of this YouTube video or email me. That's crazy. Don't put your address on YouTube. Or email me at hypnagogic, like the word for the study of sleep. You'll find it out. HYPANA. No. HYPNAGOGIC dash letters at protonmail.com. And if you email me an address where you can receive this vitamin C, I will mail it to you. Oh. Next up, we've got hydroxyzine. This stuff's, I was prescribed it for anxiety and insomnia. And so, hydroxyzine is kind of epic. I just think the other things in here, no, I can find something else. I can find something else that goes before it, because, oh, okay. My aunt gave me these, like, digestive pills that have essential oils in them. I'm trying to figure out what essential oils are in here. Okay, so it looks like it's olive oil, which I don't know a lot about that, but people say that, like, helps your, like, metabolism, right? Maybe it's just a carrier. But the active ingredients are peppermint oil. Gum usually does help, so I assume that would be logical. I've never thought about all of these things are things that like do help cleanse nausea, but I've never thought about it being a thing that helps in my stomach. I've always thought it was in my mouth. They just don't work like that well, just because like not all hippie stuff is like a write-off, but it is definitely like all natural, just like essential oils, so they don't work like perfectly. But if I take this like every day, I will consistently like feel better in general. And yeah, so it's peppermint oil, peppermint aerial parts oil, which I've never heard of, coriander, ginger, caraway, cardamom, fennel seed, and star anise. Oh, and it smells, like, really good. I don't know if, this would be like this is not a universal thing by any means. I used to live in California. But, like, you know how, like, sometimes at organic grocery stores, I think even, like, Whole Foods, which isn't a fake-ass natural grocery, but at like a lot of natural groceries they have like usually they don't sell perfume there, but like a makeup counter, and then they'll have like essential oils and like all the like soaps and the bath products. This smells like that. It has a similar, let me find the sample now. I have not talked about perfume at all. I will in the future. Mark my goddamn words. This smells a lot like Tiziana Terenzi's Ecstasy, which, I tried this because I found multiple reviews on Fragrantica where people were saying that it smelled like smoke shops. It really does. It really, really does. If I can find a super cheap bottle, I'm like good. I've got a few people who I think would appreciate like that kind of like smell, and I think it would be a good, just like a lovely like gift, just because it is so accurate. But I don't love that, like, the, like, cinnamony, patchouli sour smoke kind of spice markety thing going on. This is a really beautiful composition of that. It's just like, that's not me, so I don't wear it. And it's from Scent Split. I would recommend them more than like Lucky Scent. My favorite place I've ever gotten like decants from is Gallery by Flo. They just have like a unique collection, and they have a lot of stuff that like you can't actually get in America. Like sometimes they sell full bottles, but not always. Like sometimes it's just decants, but it will be like decants of stuff they can't get in America, or like it's not easy to get as a buyer, which is really cool. Miguel Matos has a perfume. I'm actually wearing it right now, but it's mostly faded. Called Electric Dreams, that I like love, but have been unable to get my hands on like a full bottle of it at all because they don't sell it in the United States. And I'm thinking about like just reaching out to the guy and just being like, how much? And how long will you hold it for me? Because I'm definitely, if it's a lot, I'm not gonna have that money, but like I would buy it off of him. Anyway, this isn't about perfume, this is about vitamins. But yeah, these smell pretty good. Not these ones, this is the empty bottle, but yeah, this smells pretty good. Digestive pills. And then the next up is the girl, the myth, the legend, hydroxyzine. This is pretty high up because it's cool, because it does help with anxiety, but the reason it helps with anxiety is it makes you sleepy. And I have problems with kind of like, what's it called? With like ultra deep sleep, even like especially when I'm depressed, like fatigue rather than like not being able to sleep. And so like sometimes it just makes me sleep like 16 hours. But if I don't have anything to do, like, my body doesn't want to do anything and everything sucks, like, that's fine. So it's good to have. It's, from what I can find, like, pretty non-invasive. It's like an antihistamine, technically. But next up on the rating list of medications is, Ritalin. I take this, I've been taking it since I was, like, a kid, since I was, like, 13, but, gets lowered down because, makes me feel weird. It does help, but, like, not that it, like, makes me feel weird, like, I feel weird, but, like, it makes me, like, feel, not in my brain, but, like, I, like, almost, like, guilty. Or like I have to like prescribe, like I have to be prescribed like motivation or something. So I try to like exist in my life like without it, but it is helpful for work, and I do take it consistently, at a low dose, just because I don't want to just like take it sometimes. I don't feel like that's probably good for like a sudden release medication especially, and I'm prescribed to take it every day, so I just do. Next up we got vitamin B6 and B12. Actually, they can be twins. I have like a ton of B12. I don't know like who left their B12 in my house or whatever, but now I have a lot. So I have a bunch of vitamin 6 and B12. I mean B6 and B12. I just know that it's good for your red blood cell. Like I try to get enough nutrients, but I'm always worried. Like I know that it's just like good enough for you, and the people say if you're like vegan or vegetarian that it can be really helpful to take B12. Since I've like whenever I take these consistently, I find that like my energy in general goes up, and I don't have as many problems with like regulating eating. Like I don't feel like not hungry at all and then voraciously hungry so bad that I eat a ton and then like I get stomach cramping and I see God. But, like, I don't know why. It really does hurt to take them in the morning, though. But, yeah. B12 and B6 are going together. And then next up in the rating is, I'm also putting them together because I don't know which thing is doing what. This is NAC and acetyl L-cysteine, amino acid. I think that this is supposed to be something for, like, mostly, like, people take this because it's, like, for your metabolism. But I was reading a lot about, like, fatigue and, like, neurodiversity, I guess. I hate that word. I hate the word autistic, too. I, like, that's for another time, but, I have very complicated feelings, about myself being labeled as that, and, like, the way it makes people feel about themselves, and the treatment people should, like, deserve not being given to them, like, because of that, and all of these things, but I'm not gonna go, and just, like, the autism spectrum, like, becoming, like, so broad that, like, the treatment, like, I'm not gonna go into it, but I just went into it, but I don't want to. Mostly because, like, I don't want someone to start arguing with me based on, like, my half sentences, so I'll talk about it later. But this is folic acid and NAC. I got these because, I'd read a little bit about, like, nerves and certain proteins and just, like, generation in the body and, like, weakness and, like, why that can happen and what you can do. And, like, a lot of it was, oh, you just, like, it's easy, you just regulate your sleep and your food and your water. And I was like, yeah, I tried, but it's not regular. Like, it's not like a thing of, like, I don't try, so it's not regular. It's like, and this was the same whenever I, like, was supposed to take pills consistently. Like, I tried to take them consistently, and so it's not just, like, random when I do it, but that doesn't mean it's, like, inherently, like, consistent schedule. But, like, I was like, how can I stop just, like, feeling, like, tired and, like, I'm dying? Especially when, like, sitting still. Because that's a big problem for me. I get, like, really antsy. And part of it is just, like, my body is just not, like, a neutrally, like, in neutral state. Like, my body doesn't feel very good to live in. Like, I don't really like it. But, again, it could have been any of this, like, cocktail of, like, vitamin things, but, like, since I've taken this stuff, it does help. Also good sound. Stupid. But anyway, yeah, there's those. And then next up, we got gabapentin. My legs would be tweaked if I didn't have this. I have restless leg syndrome, and when I try to fall asleep, for so long, I would, like, try to explain it to my mom, and I think she thought I was, like, having growing pains. Which I guess makes sense, because when you're little, you're worse at describing pain. Like, I'd be able to tell her now, like, it's not, like, a sharp pain. It's, like, all over my legs. But, like, I was also, I think, having growing pains, but then I kept having, like, the other tingling thing. And then I went to the doctor, and they were like, yo, lock in, like, here's this medication, and it just worked. So that's cool. That one just, like, I had a problem, and I was like, I want to solve this problem. And then it just, like, 100% worked. And nothing else here, just, like, I know that it's the reason why that worked, but that one I do. So that's fire. Thank you for learning about me medically.